In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to change the colors and fonts and themes associated with your Google site so you can have more control over the way you're presenting your work in this course. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and log into Google Sites at sites.google.com. You can see that I'm already logged in and you can see all the sites I have access to. You'll want to click on the blue link for the site that you've created for this course. And what happens is when sites are created, they sort of have this default theme that you use. It's kind of boring. You can see that it's white, and I want to change it. I want to make it more personalized. So we're going to come over in the upper right hand corner and click on the cog for more actions, and then scroll down to where it says Manage Site. Once you get to the Manage Site menu, it gives you all kinds of options on the left-hand side. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom and click Themes, Colors, and Fonts. This is the area that allows you to change your themes, colors, and fonts. So you can see right now it's got the base theme picked, and Ski is the default. So if you want to change it, you can go through and pick some of the other fonts. It pops up a preview below, and you can sort of find something that you like, or that you mostly like, that you would be okay having, or you would be okay having and then customizing a little bit. So we're going to pick one, and then we're going to customize. So let's pick this one. Okay, so I decided I like this theme, but I want to customize it. So one thing I want to customize right away is where it says English 103. So you see how the white font doesn't stand out very much from the blue background. As we talked about in class, when you're writing for the web, you want your fonts to be able to stand out and be easy for your readers to read. So what we'll do to change that is we're going to click on Site Header down below here. Site Header is this area at the top of your page. And the background I like, so we're going to leave that. And then the title is what we want to change. So let's go ahead and change the font. So here's the theme font that's picked. We're going to click on Normal, and we can check out this drop-down menu that pops up and look at all these other fonts that are loaded into Google. Feel free to kind of scroll through and find one that you really like. Just make sure that you're picking one that's easy to read. For example, this Allura one, the script fonts are kind of hard to read, so your readers will probably have a harder time and not have as much interest in your work if they're having a struggle reading it. So let's go ahead and we'll pick one. Okay, so I picked Archivo Narrow, and the color is still kind of hard to read, so we're going to click on Color, and we're moving it over to where we can have a choice, and I'm going to make this color black. So that stands out really nicely, and it's easy to read. The next thing I want to do is make the fonts uniform. So we're going to come down here to Content Area, which is this spot right here, and this is our page title. So I'm going to click on the page title, and I'm going to click on Fonts, and I'm going to change this to the font that we picked. And so now those match. That color is fine because it's pretty easy to read, and it's not problematic. The text, the content area text is right here. So we're going to click on that, and let's go ahead and change that to the same font. And that seems a little small, so let's go ahead and change the size. Let's make that 12-point font so it's a little easier to read. And then also let's change the color from that gray to a black, and that's much easier to read as well. So now you have uniform font in these three areas, and our content area text is much easier to read. So the thing we have left to change is the links over here in the sidebar that's got your projects. So content area gadgets is for if you have like pictures and things included. Sidebar gadgets is what we need to edit to change our links. So title, that's where it says projects here. I'm going to go ahead and change the font so it matches all of our other fonts. And that's changed. It seems a little small, so let's make that bigger. And then we want to click on text. So we're going to click on font, and we'll change that so it matches the other fonts. And those seem really small, so let's go ahead and change the color to make them a little bit darker. And we want to click link color. So let's make those a dark purple. Those are much easier to read now. And then let's make the visited fonts kind of dark too. That way when someone clicks on them, they can still read them. And then let's change the font size to 12. That looks a little funny. So let's go back to our title and we'll make our title 16. So now you've changed your fonts to all match. They're easier to read. Customizing is a really good way to capitalize on the affordances that visuals allow you to have, and they can also allow you to draw attention to the parts of your writing that you want your readers to pay extra attention to. So if you're happy with your changes that you've made, go ahead and click Save. That way it saves them. And then go ahead in the upper left-hand side here where it's got your site title, click on that. And you can go back and see how you've changed your Google site. So this is what my site looks like now, and it fits a lot better with my topic, it fits a lot better with the point I'm trying to get across, and it's also a lot easier for my readers to read, which is our main goal. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, and we can also talk about this in class if you have, issues or problems or are stuck. So I will see you on Tuesday.